Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dina Hype coming back at you guys with a brand new video, and I hope you guys are having a great day so far. In today's video, what you guys are going to be seeing is we're going to be covering the feedback and all the details going forward with Modern Warfare. Now, to kind of explain what you guys are going to be seeing is, first thing we're going to be talking about is your guys' feedback, and what I mean by that is the community, the Call of Duty community. Everybody kind of giving their input on what they think of the 2v2 alpha, what they think about the game, do they think there's anything they would change, and just even the general movement of the Modern Warfare game. Is there anything that they would actually want different? Is there anything that you guys like? We're going to be covering all that feedback, and then we're also going to be discussing some information regarding Infinity Ward leaking some stuff that they have plans on fixing come towards the Modern Warfare multiplayer beta. Now, there's going to be a tweet down in the description, and there's also going to be a link to an article down in the description. It's going to be every single bit of info that we're going to be reading here in today's video. So if you guys want to check everything out for yourself, you guys can do so. Or if you want to just listen along as I read everything, you guys can do that as well. But we're going to go ahead and get straight on into this. So if you guys go on to enjoy, don't forget to go ahead and drop a big like on today's video. And also, if you guys are brand new to the channel and want to go ahead and stick around for all the content that I post here, you guys can go ahead and don't forget to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button, and do not forget to go ahead and hit that little notification bell so you guys are notified the second I post. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into this. Now, we're going to go ahead and start off with the feedback that you guys have kind of given Infinity Ward for them to go off of. Now, to start off here, it says, with the first major hands-on event for Call of Duty Modern Warfare now live on PS4, there's bound to be some bugs and issues with the title as the studio gears up for this launch. Now, in the post, we're putting together all the known issues in Infinity Ward that Infinity Ward has acknowledged via Reddit and social channels. Now, the first thing is bypass jump fatigue bug. Now, it says here some users have shared a clip from Twitch streamers showcasing that it is possible to jump further in Modern Warfare and avoid jump fatigue. Infinity Ward has confirmed that the bug is fixed for the beta. Now, in my opinion, I didn't really feel jump fatigue. I didn't really see it or notice it that much. There might have been times where it probably happened, but I just didn't really notice it. I just kind of pushed it off, brushed it off my shoulder. I didn't really care for it. Like I said, I didn't really notice it. If it's there, okay, I'm glad that they said they have now fixed it. That's a big thing. Jump fatigue, I believe it was something very big within Fortnite and a lot of other battle royale type of games, and everybody didn't really was a fan of that. So it's very cool now that they have that fixed. The next thing is penalty for leaving the games. Now, I know people do this a lot of times. If there's times where I load to a game and we're just getting squished and I'm trying to actually get some decent gameplay, I will just go ahead and back out. And so I am guilty of this, but most of the time I am still in the game, and there's been times where I have a friend leave the game and I can still wipe out the other two guys and still win the games. And it's kind of funny how I do so, seeing I was 2 against 1, and they usually you try to trade kills and they could barely even kill me. So yes, I do agree that there should be a penalty for leaving, and it says here the studio has confirmed that they have heard feedback about having a penalty for players who are leaving gunfight games before the end, and is causing too many games to go from 2v2 to 2v1. And they do say, and I quote, "I hear you, it's noted here at the studio," quote. So the next thing here that they are probably going to be taking a look in is the FPS drop, or frames per second drop. Now, a big complaint that fans have mentioned as well thus for about the open alpha for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare on PlayStation 4 is a FPS drop that is occurring. Fans that have noticed on the map Pine in the gunfight alpha, unusual FPS drops are occurring, and based on Reddit threads, it's appearing to be limited to this specific map. Infinity Ward has acknowledged that they were aware of the issue and were working on fixing as soon as possible. Now, moving on here to the next thing that they're going to be working on is film grain. Infinity Ward has also stated that they are aware of the issue and where film grain is an option and will be staying off in the alpha. Now, the last thing is kind of one that I don't really know why Infinity Ward made this thing inside of Modern Warfare, and it is the black/gray screen that you get whenever you are injured. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, whenever you guys are playing the game and say you get shot a bunch of times and your screen goes black and gray, you guys will probably see it at times whenever I'm on the gameplay you guys are seeing on screen. There's times where I'm playing and I will get shot a couple times and it'll go full on black and gray, and then it's kind of hard to see the other enemy because they are now all black and it's kind of hard to see it. One thing I will probably say about that is the fact that if you kind of think about it, if this game is as realistic as they are saying. Think about it, a real life soldier, if they get shot a bunch of times, they're not going to be able to just easily keep on shooting back. They're going to be hurt. They're probably going to be losing blood. And that black and gray is probably like the weight of a soldier just kind of passing out. So kind of the explanation within the article is, the studio has also stated that they have heard feedback regarding the screen turning black and gray when you are injured, and states that they are now looking into it, but no promises on any changes as of it as now. Now, kind of what they're saying there is, we hear what you're saying, but there's no promises on if that's going to be changed, because maybe Modern Warfare likes that aspect. Like I said, maybe it kind of throws in that realistic aspect, and they have no plans on really changing it. They're just going to leave it the way it is. I personally think it's kind of, if you think about it, it's very interesting to kind of note about, because it kind of throws that realistic aspect in there. I'll say it again. But other than that, now let's go ahead and move on to the second piece of kind of what we're talking about, and that is the Infinity Ward attempting to fix Modern Warfare Alpha, and kind of the information that we're going to be kind of reading off of going forward to the Modern Warfare Multiplayer Beta. Now, these are going to be all the things that they have planned on trying to get fixed before then. Now, first things first is the player and enemy footsteps. Basically, what they're trying to do is the enemy footsteps and the player footsteps of your player. There's been some bugs going on where the enemy footsteps, you usually cannot even hear them, or if you can hear them, your footsteps are going to be louder than theirs. So it's kind of hard to really sound hoard or listen for the enemy if they're trying to sneak up for you. The next thing is the black and white screen. Like we said, if you guys are low health, they're probably going to go ahead and get to work on that. The next thing is enemy nameplate visibility. I think that's kind of always been something with all Call of Duties. I'm pretty sure once the multiplayer beta comes out and then the actual game, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to actually go into your settings and set it to where you can't, or you can go ahead and just take off the name display, because I believe that was an option within all the past Call of Duties. The next thing is keyboard and mouse settings. That's going to be a PC side thing. Pretty much just going to have to be some general bug fixes that are going to have to be done on a PC. The next thing that they're going to be changing is the scopes on the shotguns. Please, Infinity Ward, make this happen. Get them out of there. I don't know why they do that, because if you guys know the one shotgun, I forget the exact name within Modern Warfare, but I refer to it as the Olympia. If you guys remember the Olympia from the previous Call of Duties, that is what is in this game. And even any of the shotguns that have scopes on them, I just don't understand it, because there's times where I'll go up and I will think, wait, this is a scope, is this a sniper? And then I will shoot ones and they won't die, and I'll be like, okay, if this was a sniper, they would be dead. So it's one of those things where it's kind of either throwing people off, and also whenever it comes to aiming, you're using a scope and thinking you're going to be able to shoot long distance, but when in reality you're using a shotgun and you can't shoot cross map with a shotgun. Now, moving on here, settings are not saving. So this is probably just like a general bug fix that they need to work on. I never really noticed it. My settings have always been the same since the second I set them up, whether it be my sensitivity, my controller settings, all my audio, all that type of stuff. It's all been the same the whole entire time. I haven't really had to do anything since I actually downloaded the alpha, so that hasn't really been a problem for me. The look sensitivity, again, it's kind of one of those things that you kind of have to just mess around with your settings. I feel like people need to just hop into alpha, play around a little bit, and just eventually over time you will kind of get used to the game, and you'll be able to learn a sensitivity that you are comfortable with. And now the last thing is the audio mix. So just going to be some general audio stability improvements or kind of changes they're going to have to make within Modern Warfare. So that's going to be interesting to kind of wait and see what they have planned there. But other than that, that's all the information that I have for you guys. Hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy. Let me know in the comments if any of this stuff is important that you guys are kind of hoping that they do fix, or you guys are excited for them to make any changes with. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific that I did forget about, or if there's anything that Infinity Ward needs to add on and they do need to fix. But other than that, like I said, drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. If you guys want to go ahead and follow me on any of my social medias, links to everything are in the description. If you guys want to go ahead and rep the Hype Nation brand, link to my merch store is down there in the description. So hopefully you guys can go ahead and help support and rep the brand. But without further ado, guys, it's been your boy Dina Hype. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.